on Food Not Phones today, we've all heard about the blue zones that Sally just referred to, those areas where people live to 100 years old or more. Today, we're going to explore how most people hope that they'll live a long, healthy, and happy life, but few are able to travel the world in an attempt to reverse engineer the formula for longevity. That's exactly what Dan Buettner did. Beginning in the early 1980s, he collaborated with National Geographic and scoured the globe in pursuit of places where people live much longer than average and created the concept of blue zones. And there's an impact on cell phone usage as well. Sally, as you said, you're a fan of blue zones. What do we need to know?
Well, Phil, I just watched this Netflix series, How to Live to 100, wherever you are in the world, that Dan has just released. And it is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend anyone watching it. It's very inspirational. He goes to these communities throughout the episodes that he has studied where the longest living adults can be found and the highest concentration of centenarians. And throughout the series, he walks us through four key components. They are eating wisely, primarily a plant-based diet, moving naturally, like gardening and walking, having a positive outlook, which also kind of includes having purpose in life. And for some, it means having a faith-centered life. But here's the last one. And this is one that really stood out for me, and it really stood out for Dan too. He said many times throughout the series, it's not just the diet. It's really more the human connections that you make with people. And I love the story he is telling within these communities. One of my favorites, Phil, was in Okinawa, where we have many of these older people living. They have a tradition of forming moais. And moais are socially committed groups that get together on a regular basis. They sing and dance they sing and dance together. They play games, they have conversation. But the other thing they do is that they pool their money together so that if anybody runs into any hardship for any reason, then this little social circle gives the money that they pull together to help them. And to me, that is such a shining example of community and also helping people to not become lonely, to not become isolated, which in this series, Dan Buettner talks about the epidemic of loneliness that we have here in America. And he talks about it as basically taking years and years off of your life. In fact, 15 years, taking 15 years off of your life. So we obviously can take some inspiration from these communities that it is important for us to connect with our families and our friends. And what we are trying to do here through our initiative, Food Not Phones, is we're trying to encourage people when they gather around for meal times, just at that time of the day, to put your phone down and to have face-to-face interaction and see what sort of impact that has on how you feel all day, and probably a significant impact on your physical health as well.
Absolutely. And, we're all in this together. And that's the most important thing. And when I say all in this, it's life. And the more that you can join with others, more you can celebrate with others, the best. And, don't forget, Food Not Phone's first day is September 19th. Join with us, along with industry leaders, the FMI Foundation's Family Meals Movement, Acosta Group, Hy-Vee, Fresh Direct, That's It, Shuttlerock, and the Association of Retail and Consumer Professionals. For more information, go to foodnotphones.com.
Be sure to visit supermarketguru.com for the latest marketing analysis, issues, and trends. And don't forget to join us back here next Monday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern for more.